Hello, everyone. This is Bbeltdan, and we are back to constructing the Enterprise J in Blender. Yeah, I know what some of y'all are probably going to be saying. Well, Bbel, what have you been? It's been a while. We've been checking your feed to see if you've had any updates. You haven't had anything in a while. Yeah, I know. I've been gone for a while, and I apologize on that. I've been busy with a bunch of other things, kind of on the side, a few little side projects, so I haven't had much time to really jump in to take a look at this, but I'm back in this now, and I'm going to try to release these videos on a regular schedule until I can get this completed. So, we're going to do a little bit more work on this. You can probably notice I have not touched this at all since the last time we both um, since the last time I opened it up. So let's go ahead and get started. Going to go ahead, and what I'm going to try to do today is I got this roughed out. There's still a few little details, as you could probably see right here, I need to iron out, but I am primarily going to be working on seeing if I can start closing this mesh up a little bit. Yeah, we're going to work on that. So um, yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to try to move this body down a little bit. So last time I think we were doing a little bit of work back here on this little engine module area. Ooh, you know what? I need to um, smooth that. But yeah, we were working on this area right here, the warp. Um, oh, I can't remember what that's called now. Name's escaping me. Well, working on this. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started. So, you said I was, once again, I apologize. I know I've been out for a while, mostly because I've been working on some other stuff, some things with my son that I've been working on. Um, and some of it is indeed 3D oriented. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Give me a minute. Let me try to figure out what I want to do next. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and do this. See how this looks. View. Um, well, one thing I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to try to get a newer computer. We're looking at that option right now because, yeah, this is taking just a little bit too long. Oops, view, back. There we go. All right. Um, but, anyways, as I was saying, yes, some of the stuff that I've been working on is indeed computer generated oriented. It's a little project that I'm doing along with my son. If some of y'all have watched my videos, some of my other videos besides the Enterprise E videos, you've probably have noticed that I kind of like to make my own movies on the side. So I've been thinking of, oh crap, what happened there? Hold up. Hmm. Oops, let's try. Let's see. What do we do? What do we do? Oh, okay. Something went out too far. Let's go ahead and move this to the top. But yeah, I like to make my own little home videos. I remember it's always something that I've always enjoyed doing. Back when I was much younger, me and all my buddies, everything, we would always get together and make some our own little home movies. And I kind of got the acting bug, you might probably say again. So, been working on a. Ooh, that's a problem. Hmm, that's why I did that. Oh well. Hmm. Well, keep it there. We'll keep it there for right now. I know that my perspective probably isn't exactly 100%, but oh well. Let's go ahead and select some more of these. Let's do that. Yeah. Actually, I tell you what. No, let's not go that far. But anyways, where was I at? Oh yeah, making movies. So I got the acting, or not acting bug again, but kind of the bug again to make some more movies. So I've been working on those, and got a couple of ideas of things that I'm wanting in particular to do. and one of them it does involve CGI. So I don't want to really kind of spoil that yet. What I'm doing right here, in case some of you are wondering why I'm look like I'm doing things twice, is that I tend to, when I know that I want to extrude along an axis, I do an extrude, and then I click on right click again to unselect the extruded polygons, which snap it back to the original spot. And then I go ahead and press G and either X, Y, or Z, depending on what axis I want to move it along the axis. So that's what I'm doing there. But yeah, they're CG oriented, or one of the projects is CG oriented that I have in mind. So I've been doing a little bit of work on that. Plus, it's also going to involve some not bodybuilding. Yeah, I'm doing some bodybuilding. Yeah, just like on Schwarzenegger, I'm going to pump you up. No, but I mean, what I'm saying is that it would works on involves. Okay. I see what I did there. There we go. Yeah, it looks like they're kind of leaning in just a little bit right there. Whatever those little decorative pylons are. Yeah, I think I'll be happy with that. And then what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to bind this mesh and this mesh together and combine those. Yeah, but let's go and do this. But keep up with on my channel and you can get to see kind of little hints on what I'm planning on doing. Another project that I have, okay, I'm going to have to, okay. Another project that I'm going to do with my son is, yeah, if you see what I did there, as soon as I right click it snaps back, is a stop motion project as well. Stop motion was something that I've always been fascinated in, and I still am. So I'm going to do a little stop motion movie, and it's going to be mostly serving as kind of an homage, you might say. I know I said that homage. I've heard it both ways. To not only stop motion animation, but also two movie titles or two types of movies that, or a particular movie series that I really absolutely enjoyed when I was a kid. I mean, I practically grew up with these two particular storylines, uh, these two series, and I don't really like what Hollywood's doing with the series right now, but well, what can you do? It's Hollywood's Hollywood. They're running out of ideas. They're going to try to rehash and reuse ideas as much as they can, just to try to milk as much as they can from from those part of my language kids, but teats, you might say, as much as they can to try to get as much money as they can. I really don't like it, um, but yeah, I'm going to be also working on that, and I'm getting my son involved. He shows kind of an interest in some stop motion. In fact, he's even made a couple of stop motion videos himself utilizing some Legos, and he's actually pretty good at it. I don't know whether he'll have the patience to keep up with that type of work consistently. Now I'm going to need to try to blend. Actually, you know what? Hmm. You know what? I don't see that in here, but I'm going to keep this channel along the sides. I'm going to do that because I can't really see anything. I mean, there might be a channel right there, but I kind of like that little channel that we got going on. So I'm going to have to manipulate some pylons or some polygons right in here, some vertices in here to try to make it a little bit smoother. But yeah, let's do that. Let's go ahead and go back to the edit mode and select some of these. Yes, one, two. Let's just select those. But yeah, stop motion. I've always been fascinated with stop motion. Even to this day, I still really love it. One thing that me and my wife definitely agree on is that, I mean, CG has its place, but CG is still, you know, how should I probably say this? Oops. Ah, wrong way. forgot what axis I'm trying to go down. There we go. Let's see. CG. I mean, everything has its time. Everything has its place. CG is to us. It just still looks just a little bit too fake. I mean, when you watch these CG movies, it still tends to look like it's a like like they're made out of plastic or something. I'm not saying that the special effects of the past, is like, oh, they look super realistic, even though that some of them did. I mean, if any of y'all ever seen the original thing, I mean, some of that special effects work that they did in that movie was just downright awesome. I mean, those special effects even hold up to this day. But um, but the CG, I mean, it still tends to look just a little bit fake. I mean, it still looks a little bit plasticky. I mean, there is some good CG work out there. One example of that I really absolutely think they did a good job of is Pacific Rim. I really like the way they did the robots. Monsters looked a little bit plasticky, but there's still a long ways to go to get realistic looking textures in those movies. But you know, right now where they used to use stop motion, now they use CGI in the movies. I mean, in the original, for example, RoboCop, the Ed 209 was a lot of the time CG inside that movie, and it looked pretty good. I mean, now they do in the new RoboCop movies, they do use a CG, and those robots, those Ed 209s, didn't really look all that good. I mean, not only did they not look like the original Ed 209s, I mean, those were epic, but they just don't. I mean, it's CG. What can I say? I don't know if y'all probably agree or disagree, but yeah, that's my rant. But anyways, Siege stop motion movie. We're working on that. It's an homage to two of our two series that I really like. I'm going to get my son involved in it, um, so yeah, I'll be looking forward to that as well. All right. Um, yeah, I don't know about y'all, but I actually kind of like those channels. I mean, they need a lot of cleaning up to look better. I mean, right now, I will admit, it looks like they're just kind of slapped on lazily, but if I manipulate some vertices there, I can get those lines to look real smooth. And I think that channel looks really interesting. In fact, I think that would be kind of a good little spot. We could put like little windows inside there, along that side or along that side. Of course, who would want to be looking at, you put windows over there, you put windows over there, you're just looking at your neighbor. Can you imagine that in this episode? Guy looking out his window. Oh, hi there, neighbor. Hi there, neighbor. Yeah, I don't know. I'll think about something. I'll think about what to do with that. Um, yeah, let's see. I don't remember if I mentioned this before, but I made my decision on what I was going to do with the saucer section regarding the windows. I am actually going to do kind of a bit of a hybrid. Some of the windows, which are going to be, I mean, for lack of a better term, I don't know what you would call them, but um, hero windows, windows that you'd want to zoom in and be able to peek in on details. I'm going to model those in. But a lot of these other little windows here that are just either white because hey they're on, or black because hey they're off, I'm going to put those in with texture. I decided to do that. I mean, the windows would have looked real nice, but I mean, to do this many windows on this model, especially since it's mostly something that I'm doing this for fun, I'm doing it for practice, and I'm probably going to just maybe take a couple of, snapshots here and there. And, I just didn't think that that was worth to try to put in all those little windows. Now, when I'm done with this, I have decided I'm going to release this model for download that anybody could, you know, use. So if y'all want to go in and add in the windows yourself, you're more than welcome. I'm going to do that. And another thing that I thought about, I know I didn't talk about this before, but I've had people ask me this question before, is Am I going to model in, and in retrospect, because of modeling it in, do I think that this particular ship has a saucer section or saucer separation section abilities, where the saucer could separate? And I thought long and hard about it, and I thought of the possibility of doing that, but I ultimately have made the decision to, oops, nope. I've ultimately made the decision to basically just say, no, it won't. Um, yeah, I'm not going to do any kind of saucer separation on it. And if I do, it's going to be not like the saucer separation from the Enterprise D, where it could separate and, you know, join back. It can separate like that and then join back in later on. It's going to be more reminiscence to the saucer separation of the original Enterprise, as well as in what is rumored to be on the Enterprise E, where it can separate, but only once. And if it needs to ever rejoin, then it would have to go back to a star base, and they would have to be the ones to do to rejoin everything. So I decided to do that, and I decided that, at least for my particular type of ship, that is